Hypixel Skyblock world records are quite renowned. Whether it's first in a collection, first in a bestiary, or first in a skill XP, the grind is gonna be insane, and it might even take years. Now there's so many mobs, so many items, and so many different leaderboards in Skyblock that I want to try and create some more world records for myself. A little while ago, I had gotten first in a few passive mob kills, and today we're going to try and get even more first overall leaderboard rankings. Now I know it's going to be difficult, but I do think it is doable. Again, there are just so many items, so many mobs, so many different leaderboards in Skyblock that there are some really niche ones, and I've actually gone to the Matt Does Dev leaderboards and looked through almost every single one of them. I've identified a few that I think are doable for today's video. Again, the types of leaderboards are pretty wild. We've got some for auctions, there's ones for races, then there are also the normal ones for like deaths, kills, etc, etc. But let's just go ahead and start in the first one for today, which is going to be under miscellaneous, and it's going to be the fastest target practice leaderboard. Now 4 seconds is quick, all right? It's really hard. I'm going to give it my best shot, but looking a little lower, you know, I see people I know on this leaderboard with just 6 seconds, and that I think is pretty doable. So I'm just going to hope I get a lucky run here and am able to maybe hit 4 seconds. Now, if you're not sure what this is, this fastest target practice leaderboard, well, it's actually just simply in the hub down here with jacks. You jump onto a pressure plate and have to shoot your bow and arrow at a bunch of different lanterns. Now there's, I think, maybe 15 or 16 different lanterns that you have to snipe with your bow. So yes, getting that in 4 seconds is going to be extremely difficult. But for the moment, let's just go ahead and focus on improving our own personal record. So to really jump in, we're going to throw on terror gear because that actually increases the speed of your arrows. Maybe that'll help. But again, current high score is just 8.4 seconds, so I know we can definitely do a lot better than that. Only a couple rounds in here and already down to 8.1, so there's progress. And we'll keep it running with another round here, which is going well. And yes, almost a full second shorter, we're down to 7.3. More and more testing, we get down to 6.8. Very solid, very solid. Ooh, and then even 6.3. Now 6.3 seconds isn't exactly the world record here, as we know folks have 4 seconds, but it is quite competitive with the top 100, and I'm honestly happy with that. We've done a bunch more run-throughs of this as well today, and I'm not sure how much better than that I'm gonna do at the moment. So we'll take the solid attempt at our first record and move on to a brighter second option. And this is going to be the green sleeves completions leaderboard. Definitely something that I think I can handle. Now this green sleeves leaderboard is one that I found under harp. And so yes, it's one of the harp songs, and there are leaderboards here for completions and for 100% perfect completions. So they are 2 different leaderboards. After clicking through and checking all of these songs, I think green sleeves is gonna be the one we're gonna target. As we saw, first place on this leaderboard has only about 300 completions, and even to get on the leaderboard, to get into the top 100, all you need is 100 completions. So back on Skyblock, actually on our island, we've placed a placeable harp, and so we're gonna go ahead, right click it, and get started with a green sleeves song. It's a hard song, but honestly, it's really not that hard. But the reason I'm going for this leaderboard here is because while I could go through and click all these colors, I really don't have to for just plain completions. Each green sleeve song takes about 45 seconds, and then no matter how many you click on, the song gets completed. That one there I scored just 3%, but let's go ahead and click into this song and just let it go 300 more times, and then we should have the leaderboard, right? Should be easy enough. So yes, just a very fun 4 hours of clicking into green sleeves, then hopping over to my other monitor and doing some work, then coming back and clicking back into green sleeves, and we should be there, you know? You can see as I scroll through all this great progress in chat here. We've done a ton of this, and I think we should have it. So yes, the site leaderboard is struggling to update, but here on Discord, we can check the Sky Helper leaderboard, and wow, green sleeves completions, we've done 400. So much skill. But hey, with a completed world record here, let's go ahead and move on to the next challenge. And I'm thinking that's gonna be Slayer Wolf 2 kills. Now, while number 100 here only has about 350, number 1 on this leaderboard has almost 2,000 Slayer Wolf 2 kills. And I'm pretty sure what this leaderboard is for your Sven tier 2 boss kills. These things only have 40k health, so they should be able to die easily, and hopefully we can spawn them easily as well. But let's go ahead and get one started. Then we'll head over to the Howling Cave, and here it looks like it takes actually 14 kills to be able to spawn one of these bosses. So let's do it. We'll spawn it up and slay it out. Now what we can do to actually improve this time is auto pet to a wolf, because wolf pets increase that combat wisdom. So now we only need 12 kills for a boss to spawn, and then we can slay it out. Now, of course, Sven isn't the most fun thing ever, especially Sven tier 2s, which have absolutely zero upside. I'm not going to be making any money out of this, but these things spawn so fast that I bet I'm able to kill about 3 per minute. So with that speed, this world record might actually be doable. So we are powering through these pretty quickly, but after just one more kill, we'll head for a quick leaderboard check. So Wolf Boss tier 2 kills. We are currently number 135 on the leaderboard with 300 kills. So that's 300 in a couple hours, and we need 2,000. So honestly, we're making pretty good progress here, and let's just keep it up. Quick update here, guys. I think we're about number 2 on the leaderboard at this point, just about 300 kills back from number 1, and we're even getting to the point where we can do maybe like 4 bosses a minute, which is pretty insane. And here we are. It only really took a few days, and we actually did end up profiting. We made a little bit of money out of it, 15 mil here from Hamster Wheels. And guys, let's go ahead and check this tier 2 Wolf Boss leaderboard, which we are now number 1 on, 1,900 kills, which beats the number 2 1820. This is also a little bit of a bonus, but Wolf Boss Attempts is actually a leaderboard as well, and so tier 2 Attempts has us again in that number 1 slots. 2 world records right there, boys. It's too easy. Now we can move on to the next leaderboards that we're gonna tackle, and these are all around death leaderboards. I specifically think I can go ahead and get the world record for Key Guardian deaths, Island Zombie deaths, and Goblin Battler deaths. I think these are all doable. Maybe even Barbarian deaths and Butterfly deaths. So this is going to be interesting. We'll start off with Key Guardian deaths, where the leader is at 13. This is a little odd because I feel like more people have died to the Key Guardian. But let's hop in the game, hop over the Crystal Nucleus, and see if we can beat that record. First, we just need to find the Key Guardian, as we have here. Let's open up the area. We'll go ahead and add a waypoint here. Then we'll just lose our armor. Make sure we've got a cookie buff going. And die. Interesting. Maybe we can just turn off all of our potion effects as well. And the health is now going down, slowly but surely. Oh, we did it. You were killed by Key Guardian. Only took like 2 hours. But let's head back over there. And here we are again for death number 2. Well, even so, we've spent like an hour dying to Key Guardians as best we can. Some deaths are quicker, some are shorter, but we are trying to take some fall damage to be able to get our health low, and then to run over to the Key Guardian, who sometimes takes some time to spawn. So I've navigated myself as well to the Fairy Grotto, as Butterfly deaths is also something we're going for, so we can grab some fall damage here as well. 164, and then hit a Butterfly to die. It looks like our work has gotten us to number 38 in Butterfly deaths with 12, and number 62 in Key Guardian deaths with 11. It does look like this leaderboard is more updated than the other one though, because number 1 on Butterfly deaths leaderboard is Delta Rat with almost 4,000 deaths. That's insane. With that information, we're probably going to call it quits at number 38. But let's check up on Key Guardians as well. It looks like number 1 here has 126. Now, it took us about an hour to get 12 because of the slow respawn rate and the slow killing speed. So honestly, we might call it quits here as well and move on to another death leaderboard instead. And, well, I truly don't know how I'm going to die to zombies on this profile because they don't do any damage. They do negative, which is honestly kind of expected. Now, I really want to get on a deaths leaderboard, and I'm obviously struggling here, but there are still a couple more things I can try. I've had my eye on passive mob death leaderboards, things like cows, rabbits, pigs, etc. Somehow people have gotten on these leaderboards and have died to these mobs, but I swear I've looked through every single item in the
the game, and I've tried getting deaths by these mobs, and I just can't figure it out. Some other mobs that are easier to get the death to, but are much harder to find, are these goblin ones, goblin flamethrowers, and goblin battlers. So back to the mines I go, and now I'm running around the goblin holdout, trying to look for ravines like this. I think they have the most diverse goblins at these types of locations. Now, I've been looking for a while and honestly just can't find goblin battlers, but I was actually able to find some firefighters. So let's get some deaths to those for sure.
You can do it. Keep going. Yes, you died to a goblin flamethrower. This is a great lobby for this too, because these things are right here. Why does bro just stop hitting me? Come on, dude.
And oh my gosh, in addition to that ravine structure, I don't know what this is, but it has been amazing for these deaths. As you can see, 3 mobs are spawning here. A weakling and a knife thrower that I can slay out, and then a flamethrower that can slay me out. Easy money. And with that death right there, I think we climb pretty high, even past first on that leaderboard. But just to double check, let's head to the deaths flamethrower leaderboard here, and there we are. Number 1 is me at 28 deaths to this specific goblin mob. Absolutely blowing away the competition here.
Now, looking ahead, there are still a few leaderboards I'd like to try and get first on. I'm talking about a few from dungeons, like the Bonzo Deaths leaderboard. Each run here would only be about 3 minutes, and you could get like 5 deaths per run if you have somebody helping with revive stones. Similarly, in dungeons, I think Cellar Spider deaths could be very easy to get a handful of, as well as if you find the admin room, any of the Crypt Undead leaderboards that have admin names on them, like Doctor Deaths. Then there was an interesting one for the fastest co-op join leaderboard. Pretty sure everyone on here full macroed for these records, but would still be interesting to try. So if you want to see me take a shot at those, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Also, drop a comment down below if you want to see me beat any other world records or leaderboards. Anyway, guys, I am starting to get a little sick here, as you can probably hear, so I'm going to call it there for today. We kind of crushed it today. Look at all of these world records, a handful of second places, and we've got respectable rankings on so many more leaderboards. In fact, 56 top 1000s. Quick reminder to use code SWEET in the Hypixel store for 5% off your purchases. But with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Adios and goodbye.